Hey guys, Dave Ross here, as you may seen in episode 31 when there's an earthquake. That was funny. Anyways, tonight's episode is, Phil Swift wants Mario and Luigi. Enjoy the episode.
Hey Carl Krogstad, is Ludwig and Lisa and Julia died from the stroke?
No freaking mutual natural disease way. He did not die from the stroke. The doctor said that Ludwig the freaking crappy peppering comedian and Lisa the freaking hottest and the spiciest peppering Seabret and Julia freaking hottest fiery Jellico did not die from the stroke. Also, Tom Blazin said that Ludwig the freaking crappy peppering comedian and Lisa the freaking hottest and the spiciest peppering Seabret and Julia freaking hottest fiery Jellico did not die from the stroke. Phil freaking Swift, for the 19th time since the last week's episode, Ludwig the freaking crappy peppering comedian and Lisa the freaking hottest and the spiciest peppering Seabret and Julia freaking hottest fiery Jellico is going to stay in your freaking neutral house for the rest of the all freaking crappy year, and he will be stay in your house for the rest of the longest year. Now shut up about Ludwig the freaking crappy peppering comedian and Lisa the freaking hottest and the spiciest peppering Seabret and Julia freaking hottest fiery Jellico, or else I'm calling the witness protection program on you. God freaking dang it.
But Carl Krogstad, please, can you call the Prince of Monte?
No, I'm not gonna call the Prince of Monte Carlo to kill Ludwig the freaking crappy peppering comedian and Lisa the freaking hottest and the spiciest peppering Seabret and Julia freaking hottest fiery Jellico. Also, the Prince of Monte Carlo said that he's not gonna kill Ludwig the freaking crappy peppering comedian and Lisa the freaking hottest and the spiciest peppering Seabret and Julia freaking hottest fiery Jellico. Phil freaking hottest burn the sun Swift, for the 20th time since the last week's episode, and I'm not gonna say it again. Ludwig the freaking crappy peppering comedian and Lisa the freaking hottest in the spiciest peppering Seabret and Julia freaking hottest fiery Jellico is going to stay in your freaking house for the rest of the all freaking year. If you talk about Ludwig the freaking crappy peppering comedian and Lisa the freaking hottest and the spiciest peppering Seabret and Julia freaking hottest fiery Jellico 2 more times, I'm calling the special victims unit. God freaking dang it.
But Carl Krogstad, Ludwig and Lisa and Julia is a scary character, because Ludwig and Lisa and Julia is an imposter. Please Carl Krogstad, make Ludwig and Lisa and Julia go away, and make yes Ludwig and Julia are mated to remove. I promise when Ludwig and Lisa and Julia isn't coming back for the rest of the all year.
Ludwig the freaking crappy peppering comedian and Lisa the freaking hottest and the spiciest peppering Seabret and Julia freaking hottest fiery Jellico is not leaving your house. Also, Ludwig the freaking crappy peppering comedian and Lisa the freaking hottest and the spiciest peppering Seabret and Julia freaking hottest fiery Jellico is going to stay in your freaking neutral house for the rest of the all year, and he's not going anywhere. Also, Tom Blazin said that Ludwig the freaking crappy peppering comedian and Lisa the freaking hottest and the spiciest peppering Seabret and Julia freaking hottest fiery Jellico is no longer to leave the house, and the Ducal Palace is still out of order due to power outage. So that means Ludwig the freaking crappy peppering comedian and Lisa the freaking hottest and the spiciest peppering Seabret and Julia freaking hottest fiery Jellico is going to stay here for the rest of the all freaking year. That's so freaking it. Talking about Ludwig the freaking crappy peppering comedian and Lisa the freaking hottest and the spiciest peppering Seabret and Julia freaking hottest fiery Jellico, you're rude until called out at Productions reaching for 500 videos. Now go to your room right freaking rubbish now. You freaking scariest medical and effects tape world.
Please Carl Krogstad, please forgive me, make Ludwig and Lisa and Julia going away. It's so scary, and also, yes Ludwig and Julia are mated has become a garbage song as well. Can you tell Tom Blazin to give Ludwig and Lisa and Julia a capital punishment?
So, Phil freaking Swift, I'm not gonna tell Tom Blazin to give Ludwig the freaking crappy peppering comedian and Lisa the freaking hottest and the spiciest peppering Seabret and Julia freaking hottest fiery Jellico a capital punishment. Also, Tom Blazin said that he's not gonna give Ludwig the freaking crappy peppering comedian and Lisa the freaking hottest and the spiciest peppering Seabret and Julia freaking hottest fiery Jellico a capital punishment. Leave Ludwig the freaking crappy peppering comedian and Lisa the freaking hottest and the spiciest peppering Seabret and Julia freaking hottest fiery Jellico. It's just a freaking character. You got it?
How about you can replace with Mario and Luigi?
No, I'm not gonna call Nintendo to replace with Mario and Luigi. Also, Nintendo said that Mario and Luigi is no longer to come to your house. Also, Tom Blazin said that Mario and Luigi is not allowed to come to your house. That's so freaking it. For talking about Mario and Luigi, you're grounded until Caladama Productions reaching to 600 videos. Now go to your room right freaking rubbish now. You freaking scariest medical and the flex tape world.
How about you can replace with the Lord High Executioner?
The Lord High Executioner is the freaking scariest Japanese, and you, Phil freaking guard against the impostures of pretended patriotism Swift, or not gonna replaced with the Lord High Executioner. Also, the Lord High Executioner is the freaking scariest Japanese in the world. Also, Maury Povich told me that you refused me to get rid of One Direction 20 times in April 2023, and Dave freaking Ross said that replacing villains is illegal. You're going to jail if you talk about Ludwig and Lisa and Julia. Leave Ludwig and Lisa and Julia. It's just a freaking character. Leave Ludwig and Lisa and Julia alone, or else you're going to jail for the long time year. And worst of all, you will be turned 300,000 years. You got it?
Carl Krogstad, Ludwig and Lisa and Julia is an imposter, and also, Ludwig and Lisa and Julia is worse than Rick Astley, because Ludwig and Lisa and Julia is a garbage character. Please Carl Krogstad, make Ludwig and Lisa and Julia to leave, and tell the Prince of Monte Carlo to give Ludwig and Lisa and Julia a capital punishment. I promise it will be good. Hey Carl Krogstad and Dave Ross, is Ludwig...
No, Ludwig the freaking crappy peppering comedian and Lisa the freaking hottest in the spiciest pepperings and Red and Julia freaking hottest fiery Jellico is going to stay here for the rest of the all freaking year. Now shut up about Ludwig the freaking crappy peppering comedian and Lisa the freaking hottest in the spiciest pepperings and Red and Julia freaking hottest fiery Jellico, or else I am putting over a bright blue sea from H&S Pinafore 2010 in loud volume.
But Carl Krogstad, please. Make Ludwig the freaking crappy peppering comedian and Lisa the freaking hottest in the spiciest pepperings Sabrette and Julia freaking hottest fiery Jellico going away. And Dave Ross, how long when
No. Ludwig the freaking crappy peppering comedian and Lisa the freaking hottest in the spiciest pepperings Sabrette and Julia freaking hottest fiery Jellico is going to stay here for the rest of the all freaking year. And also for that, starting in August 2023, I'm calling the Prince of Monte Carlo to send Ludwig and Lisa and Julia ducal
Stop! Dave Ross, do not call the Prince of Monte Carlo to send Ludwig the freaking crappy peppering comedian and Lisa the freaking hottest in the spiciest pepperings of Red and Julia freaking hottest fiery Jellico. Also, look at this, the ducal palace is on fire, and also, I already talked to Phil Swift that Ludwig the freaking crappy peppering comedian and Lisa the freaking hottest in the spiciest pepperings of Red and Julia freaking hottest fiery Jellico is going to stay here for the rest of the all year, and he's not going somewhere else, and I swear of God, if he talks about Ludwig the freaking crappy peppering comedian and Lisa the freaking hottest in the spiciest pepperings of Red and Julia freaking hottest fiery Jellico again, I'm calling the Special Victims Unit to arrest Phil Swift, and Maury Povich told me that Phil Swift is a stupid bad guy, and for Christmas, he will get a sack of coal.
Really? Carl Krogstad, you told Dave Ross that Ludwig the freaking crappy peppering comedian and Lisa the freaking hottest in the spiciest pepperings Sabrette and Julia freaking hottest fiery Jellico going away, please.
Well, Phil Swift, I apologize for the delay, because there's a fire in the ducal palace. Because if Ludwig and Lisa and Julia going to ducal palace, he will die from the fire. That means Ludwig and Lisa and Julia should be stay in your house forever and ever.
Dave Ross was right. We apologize for the delay. And also, look at this. The ducal palace is on fire. And the ducal palace is closed as well. So that means Ludwig and Lisa and Julia is going to stay in your house forever and ever. You got it?
Oh my freaking god, this isn't working very well. Carl Krogstad, I want you to get rid of Ludwig the freaking crappy peppering comedian and Lisa the freaking hottest in the spiciest pepperings Sabrette and Julia freaking hottest fiery Jellico, and you, Dave Ross, I want you to call Tom Lazin to give Ludwig the freaking crappy peppering comedian and Lisa the freaking hottest and the spiciest peppering soubrette and Julia freaking hottest fiery Jellicoe a capital punishment. Just do it.
The answer is no. Ludwig the freaking crappy peppering comedian and Lisa the freaking hottest in the spiciest peppering soubrette and Julia freaking hottest fiery Jellicoe should be stay in your house forever and ever. And also, the ducal palace is on fire as well. You'd better stop talking about Ludwig the freaking crappy peppering comedian and Lisa the freaking hottest in the spiciest peppering soubrette and Julia freaking hottest fiery Jellicoe, or else I'm putting Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley in loud volume. You freaking scariest medical in the flex tape world.
But Dave Ross, please. Make Ludwig the freaking crappy peppering comedian and Lisa the freaking hottest in the spiciest peppering soubrette and Julia freaking hottest fiery Jellicoe going away. It's so scary. What if Ludwig the freaking crappy peppering comedian and Lisa the freaking hottest in the spiciest peppering soubrette and Julia freaking hottest fiery Jellicoe is a scary and creepy character?
No, is not. Ludwig the freaking crappy peppering comedian and Lisa the freaking hottest in the spiciest peppering soubrette and Julia freaking hottest fiery Jellicoe is not a scary character. Also, Ludwig and Lisa and Julia is not going to scare you. He is not gonna bite you. He is not gonna kill you as well. And also for that, Ludwig the freaking crappy peppering comedian and Lisa the freaking hottest in the spiciest peppering soubrette and Julia freaking hottest fiery Jellicoe is going to stay in your house for the rest of the all freaking year. And if you talk about Ludwig and Lisa and Julia one more time, I will grounding for 5 years. You got it?
Hey Carl Krogstad and Dave Ross, I have a surprise for you.
Alright, show me what you got.
Yeah. Show me what's a surprise. It not better be Rickroll.
This.
Alright, who put the KFC commercial?
I have no idea who put the KFC commercial. I know who put the KFC commercial. It's Phil Swift.
Yes, I did. I put the KFC commercial from 2004, because this is what happens when you don't get rid of Ludwig the freaking crappy peppering comedian and Lisa the freaking hottest in the spiciest peppering soubrette.
Well, Phil Swift, I can't believe you put a KFC commercial instead of a relaxation video. And for putting a KFC commercial, you're grounded for 5 years. Now go to your room right freaking now, you freaking scariest medical in the flex tape world.